Hi YouTubers, Maggie Me here yet again. First of all, excuse me, I would like to show you my choice of colours from nail varnish. I'm going with red. Do you like? You can let me know if you like them. I don't know, is it too red? Is it too 1980s? I don't know, 1970s. Anyway, getting back to what I come on here today. I always come on here usually to tell a wee story, but for today I just fancy just talking about entities and poltergeists and certain things that you see that you think is there, and then you look and it's gone. Now, often myself, when I'm sitting at night time on my own, I might have a glass of wine or I might just be having a cup of tea, and occasionally, the corner of my eye, I'll see something and I look around, nothing. And I think, oh well. Then I go into YouTube and I look up videos of people who actually imagine they're seeing things that are not there. But what they did was they put a camera in their sitting room or their bedroom or their kitchen or whatever. And they film what's going on. Now, on quite a lot of occasions, what they've caught is shadows. They call them shadow people. Now, I saw quite a lot of shadow people if that is what I'm seeing. Obviously, I would think, well, no, obviously, but I would think in this world with poltergeist, ghosts, entities, demons, you name it, that sometimes people can attract them to you. And I wonder if I'm that type of person. Now, I have another family member, long distance family member, who got in contact with us. Her name's Diane, and her and I have been looking at old pictures back and forward and having great memories with one another. But while I was looking through my albums the other night there for this girl, I got some really nice old pictures. And in the background or in the side of them, occasionally there was something unusual. Now, I haven't time today to put them all up here, but I've got to find out how to do it. So the first thing I did was I bought myself a wee individual camera, which I can video the pictures as we're speaking, and I can talk you through them. I also got a wee, sorry, it's not showing you there, a new wee camera, right? Okay, just a wee digi camera, which is, I'm going to start and take pictures when I feel there's something here about. I also got a new microphone for here, so I don't know if you'll hear the difference in it or know the difference of how I'm speaking or whatever. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to get my albums out and go through them, and I'll put up a lot of black and white pictures and see if you can tell me what you see in the pictures. You may see nothing, but I certainly do in quite a few of them. In fact, there was one day, my good friend who died in 2011, Colette, I've mentioned her before, her and I used to go picnics, and we would go anywhere really. They're not a road in Scotland or England that we haven't went doing at one time or another. Anyway, we went one day and we come across a big building. Now, I don't know if you know a place called Money Ive. It's sort of, wait, I think, east of Dalmellington, so it's maybe about 30 miles away. Anyway, we headed to Money Ive, which I've been in Money Ive many, many times. So we're down there and we're driving through Money Ive. If you blink, you're through it. It's a tiny wee place with a shop and a couple of hotels. Anyway, as we were going out of Money Ive, we saw big metal gates that were open leading up to an estate of some kind. So I thought, me being cheeky, let's go, Colette. We'll go up here and see what's here. So we went up and we drew in at a massive building with windows in, etc. I mean, it wasn't dilapidated in any way, but obviously it hadn't been used for many years because I had a wee look in the letterbox, and I never seen mail like it in my life. The mail was massive, so obviously the building had been locked down for a long time, and we'd look in the windows, etc. Anyway, as we're walking around about it and that, I'm taking photos, as I always do, of this massive building, and we're having a laugh, and we're talking about stories and dreams and what it'd be like in the 1920s or 30s when this building would be in its heyday. And I'm taking pictures. So when I got home, I uploaded pictures onto my iPad or whatever it was. And as I was scanning through them, there was one in particular, a take a collect. She had a woolly hat on and a big scarf because it was a cold day. And oh my God, the memories are just coming back right now. I wish she was still here, but just above her on about the third or fourth level, there's a window, and without a shadow of a doubt, there's a lady looking out the window. Now, the reason we know it's no somebody because everything was locked up completely. And we kept going back there on and off, maybe for a year. For a picnic, we would go back. In fact, I took my grandson Mason there when he was just a wee toddler and let him play about in the grass and things like that because it was nice, although it wasn't kept in any order, but it was nice because obviously Doonby, Money I've, I don't suppose there's many hooligans, if that's the right word to say, kids who are going break windows, etc. Anyway, as I say, we went down there for about a year, and then one day two men drove up and they said, "Can we help you?" I says, "Well, we come here just for a wee picnic, but we never leave any rubbish or anything like that." No, he says, "I understand that." He says, "But this building is private." I says, "Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know." He says, "Well, the building itself hasn't been occupied for 18 years, but at one time it was a school for, I don't know, for girls or boys, or I can't remember what he told me. But he says there's been nobody in the premise for about 18 years. I says, "Well, it's a beautiful big building. And I think it's still there. But anyway, we left and we never went back because we didn't want, it's private property. We shouldn't really be on it. Although, as I said to you, we didn't do any harm in any shape or form. But there was something at the window anyway. But the memory comes back. Money Ive is quite a creepy place. I've never stayed a night in Money Ive in a hotel or anything. So anyway, I'm going to go for now because I hear my mobile ringing in the background. It will probably be one of my children, but it'll be one of the kids. They'll be wanting something. And I'll speak to you real soon. I enjoyed my chat today, so here's hoping that the next time I see you, I'll have all my equipment up and running. And I'm going to put a camera in my room just for one night to see if I get anything. And if I do, oh my God, this wee bit here that I have will be sticking up then. Anyway, I'll say goodbye for now and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.